everyone! Hello and welcome to Edge of Legend, Season 2, Episode 49, and it feels so good to be back. We have all these wonderful faces here, and we're going to do a quick introduction, a quick recap, get right into the action, starting with Sidney. Please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello! My name is Sidney Rubino. I play Alona, the half-elf cloistered cleric, and our pronouns are she, her.
Excellent. Next up, we have Wes. Please tell me who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hi everyone, I'm Wes. I play Dragon Tarkir, the Duskwalker Magus, and we're both he, him.
Excellent. After that, we have Sam. Sam, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, it's Sam, and I got Frog back in action. And I play Ichipokton Papaqui, also known as La Pacifica Dorita, and our pronouns are she, her.
Excellent. I do love Frog. And next up, we have Kai. Kylie, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. I play Shionobis the Elven Ranger, and we both go by she, her.
Excellent. Well, my name is PJ. I am the GM for Edge of Legend and Nat 20 Productions official here on Twitch. My pronouns are he, him, and tonight I'll be playing everyone and everything in between. But now, if you haven't had a chance to go see our recap, it's on our YouTube, of course, Nat 20 Prods. And you can go and check that out. The wonderful Randy, who couldn't make it tonight, is doing the recap. If you haven't had a chance to see that, but here is what you missed. Last episode was a doozy as the heroes arrive in Acadia. Once there, they are escorted out of the major city, and there's a small, I guess you could say, a reconnection between Morel and a really good friend, possibly a lover, named Hamaz. Joined them, they caught up, they interacted. The fans are coming out. I love it. Love to see it. And they catch up. There's some getting to know this character a bit more. They go out and they have a night of great role play and some defining the relationship a little bit between a few other characters here and there, and some great chats. And in the morning, Hamaz goes back to Acadia, and the players decide to hike up the mountain to the Tomb of Amal, where they need to make the prayer with Tobias and Tobit. Which they do, and thankfully for Lothir's amazing survival checks, he's able to guide them up the mountain, if I believe that's correct. And when they get there, they do some research, learn a little bit about the history of the 8 cycles before Tobias's 9th cycle, get into the center antechamber of this hand-carved within a mountain tomb, and then they are proceeded upon by the second trial, to recite the martyr's prayer to bind both the soul and the blade to it while being tested and attacked by the spirits of many clerics and holy people, shamans, whatever you want to say. All these say we're attacking ghosts and spooky skeletons. The fight was dangerous, but in the end, the heroes were able to finish the prayer, overcome the odds, and then at the last second, an archon or celestial or holy being of Azamat is now in the chambers with Tobias, Tobit, and everyone here. And this is where we're going to be picking things right back up here in this room, as standing, hovering above you all, appears to be a humanoid shape with a platinum dragon's head that is opened and withdrawn back to reveal a face. A human-ish face, a mortal face, and sort of armor and garb, and a great big shiny light and aura to them. So I guess the question is up to you. What do you do now?
Well, does this thing that's descending from the sky say anything? Or is it just silently descending and staring at us?
As it enters the room, it stares at you all, kind of scanning slowly, and then looking down to Tobias, and its face changes into a soft, gentle smile. Doesn't seem to be saying anything just yet.
Dragon's just going to be studying the faces of everyone else in the party to see if this is normal, if this has happened before, because Dragon's just like, I mean, I don't want to be the only one freaked out here, but is this something that happens a lot with everybody, or?
No, this is new. There's been a lot of new stuff that's happening.
Okay.
But an angel descending from the sky, that's something different.
Well, you're like the god person, so if there was going to be a person that this happened to a lot, it'd be you.
Yeah, that's true. But also, this is a very unique type of god situation. I mean, I'm not a martyr. Like, I feel like angels only appear to martyrs or someone that's going through like an extreme crisis.
And he's gonna look at you, question. It's like, I can name so many extreme crises that we've been through as a group.
I would
And we've
actually
no
say
angels.
today, everything that happened today in itself was an extreme crisis.
That's true. I mean, an angel didn't show up when, we found out that coffee was being outlawed throughout the land, so...
And why didn't they?
You should ask.
She says that way too loud, and then she realizes that maybe that thing hurt her, and she just looks up and is just trying to get some insight into what's going on with them.
The floating celestial of Ozma just kind of looks at you and smiles, and you hear this voice. It takes a few seconds to dial it in. Almost sounds like a radio where you're not quite having a connection, and then the voice comes through to you in your head, and the voice continues to say, "I'm sorry. Are you asking about coffee?"
No. I wasn't. Unless you were wondering what the situation is down here. I mean, if you were wondering.
Please inform me. Coffee. Is it a thing of righteousness or goodness in this world?
Yes. It is a pure ray of light in a sea of darkness. It is hope when there is only a barren wasteland of desperation laid out in front of you. It is the bean of beauty, coffee.
Give me a diplomacy check. And if you have a feat that allows you to use performance instead, you can go right ahead.
You know I do. Oh, Ichi. Okay, let's see if that's good enough. 24.
24. Let's get on my quick GM screen here. The Celestial looks to you as you say this, and you can see their smile doesn't fade as they look to you and say, "We believe in your heart that you believe this is true. And for that, we hope that you get this coffee in your life."
Me too.
Yes.
But there's probably more important things happening right now. And Ichi looks around, and I'm hearing this in my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ichi looks around at the rest of the group. Oh, it was talking to me. You should talk to them about what's happening here.
You should talk to specifically Tobias.
You should talk to him.
The entity before you slowly opens its mouth as if to speak. It doesn't move its lips. It doesn't, flick its tongue. It doesn't make any sort of normal gestures your mouth does when forming a sound. It opens its mouth, almost like a half smile, like a hi, like that. And then you all start hearing this voice deep in your head, resonating in your chest. And the voice just continues. Hello, everyone here. You have done such tremendous good. And to those of the cycle that have bonded themselves in blood and sacrifice, we welcome you into the annals of history, divinity, and beyond.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's great and all. Did it work?
The floating being there looks to Tobias. Raise your sword, young one. Tobias raises the blade awkwardly. Celestial touches it. And you start seeing this light between the blade and it, almost like it's merging together. And as this happens, the Celestial begins to say, we have looked into the future of this. This bears much weight. Please, all those present who have spoke the prayer, bring forth your weapon, and unto me, give of me your duty.
Are we about to get our weapons blessed? Blessed weapons! Wee! Lona's gonna waddle over excitedly and hold out her hands.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Dragon's like looking weird, like, what is she going to give this guy?
I have hands.
She is the weapon.
I am. And my hands are wrapped in things. So technically you bless the wrappings. The hand wraps of heavenly peace.
You've killed 2 people with.
I did not.
Oh yeah, we're
Hero
sorry.
point, Shionibus.
You've killed way more than that. Sorry.
Yeah.
We're getting your body count wrong, Alona.
It was most of the times it was accidentally with magic. And maybe once
Not all
with
the
my
time,
shoe.
You killed a guy with a shoe?
Yeah, she did. It was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Of all of us, I never knew that Alona would be the shoe-in for worst murderer.
I mean, technically speaking, she drop kicked someone while wearing boots and just murdered their whole face. So
I thought you were gonna say whole family and was just
I
like,
thought so too.
oh man.
the pacifist cloistered cleric, the murderer, no one saw coming.
I mean,
She just
I'm gonna
wants to
walk
make
out
sure,
that,
you know, she can get the bad guys under her heel.
Oh.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I've been towing the line for too long.
No. What you know what that reminds me of, Sam? You said heel. That reminds me of wrestling and kayfabes. How the heel is the bad guy of the villain of the story. You need to make a heel character that is just bad puns.
Oh, that's
Oh,
actually
yes.
amazing. We're gonna jot that down. Jot that
Alona
down.
is
Her
the
name
heel
could be the
character.
punish her. The punish her.
Oh my god!
Punish her.
Yes.
Boom. Writes itself.
I'm here for this.
Mm-hmm.
Except.
Good
write
work,
down
everyone. Time to go
Wow.
home. I'll see you
Yeah.
next week.
Good stream.
Welcome to Edge of Legend, everyone. All right.
Hands.
All right. So, everyone that wants to offer your weapon forward to the angel or the celestial or the archon, whatever word helps you with this, you see they extend a hand out and beams of platinum light kind of halo their wrist and fly in every corner of the room. Your weapons begin to glow, this bright, shimmering platinum light. And then when the light recedes, you see the celestial start to vanish and melt into the sword of Tobias. And you start hearing that same voice echoing from the blade as it begins to say, Now we are all one, and as one, we shall become more. For this will be the group, deemed by Azamat himself. Upon blood of death, a glory of life, we shall end the cycle.
We're just gonna live in there?
For now, but eventually I shall release myself when my time is done.
Hey, Giannis. Giannis, my sword has had a demon and an angel in it.
You're just racking up points.
I know, right? It's pretty cool,
Do
actually.
you think they're gonna fight each other when they're in there?
Well, we already killed the one. Wait, you
guess
think there's
that's-
another demon in there? Because that won't.
I
Like,
mean, that explained a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
that won't like destroy my sword or something, right? Like,
Only one way to find out. I mean, I feel like we're gonna know soon enough if you already have now an angel in it too. Like, you know they're not gonna get along.
fair. He like hugs his gunblade. He's just like, but I don't want anything bad to happen to it.
To it or to you?
Oh, me, I'm fine. I'll heal. You know, we've got 2 healers in the party. It's fine. But we don't have anyone that will repair my sword.
Like, surely there's got to be someone
Not in the
on our
party.
way to travels. No, I mean, not in the party.
Oh, we have an angel in our party right now. What are you talking about?
Is the
She's
angel
got
a
a point.
blacksmith, gunsmith?
I don't know. What does an angel do? Alona? What does
Um,
an angel do? Why?
Yeah.
What's happening?
It's good. It's good things. Good, very big good things. Blessings to weapons means that more damage.
But they're inside.
Oh, I like that. I mean, that's what I
And
kind
they
of
said
figured.
They said a poem.
Well, that part was kind of strange. However, I think it's a good thing because I think it means we've bonded. You know?
Oh.
And not through trauma, through positive memories.
That's a first.
Okay.
Yeah,
right?
it really is. And I haven't even
just-
been here with you guys the entire time.
We just speed date a celestial?
Are we all a polycule now?
That would belong to Adaraya's domain. While love is good, it is only one form of good. I am Azamat, am the great collective good and righteousness.
I was joking. I know. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna pat the sword.
Okay.
Pat. Not on the sharp side.
The voice continues to echo from the blade. But a point of fact, with these weapons that you now currently wield, you will be able to kill one specific god.
You just gave us god-killing weapons?
I gave you the ability to pierce the flesh of the green tyrant, the son of corruption, the tongue of poison.
Wait. Wait, hold up. Does that mean it's feather time? Are we doing this? Like, you see Dragon's
doing
getting
this?
pumped.
Well, Tobias technically still has to finish one last thing.
Miracle.
The miracle.
All right, Tobias, dip your sword into water, and if it turns into wine, we're good.
I would love to do that. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure the priestess over there can turn wine into water, so it ain't a miracle.
Dang it!
Unfortunately.
Hey,
No
we
offense, it's a great
perform
party.
little miracles every single day.
Fair.
Hey, angel of my sword, do I have to perform a little miracle every day? Was that? No? Okay, that's what I thought.
A one
I thought you
You're
were
big
real
one.
less of an
cheeky.
asshole.
Sorry, I know, I'm really cheeky. I have an angel in my sword. This is a first for me, really.
I mean, I would kind of hope so. I'll be honest. If you were walking around with an angel in your sword talking to you the whole time, I mean, that would have been a little strange to not mention.
I mean, it is a little common that some champions have a divine ally that joins their weapon.
Ally! Okay. All right, though. Seriously. I do love this banter and I do love this chat, but before we move on to the next thing, we have to figure out what kind of miracle Tobias can perform in order for his soul to be ready. We can't just go to the underworld without it. Hey, Sword Angel! Do you have any ideas?
You see the blade pulse like a heartbeat. This platinum plasmic energy just woo, 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 and then it stops dead quiet. I may have a suggestion.
Go on.
You may want to leave the tomb of Amal. Outside should be your answer.
Oh, God
Uh-oh.
damn it.
I don't know if I want to
happened.
leave now.
I don't like the sound of that. I'll be 100% honest with everyone here.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get out of here and go see what horrible, horrible thing that PJ definitely didn't prep music for at the beginning of this stream.
Hey, I said light spoilers. How dare you?
Now the chat
Oh.
has light spoilers, PJ.
Let's see. Let's see what it is.
Okay. So you all leave the tomb of Amal on this massive mountainside outside of Acadia, correct?
Yes.
Cool. I need everyone to give me nature checks.
Oh yeah, sure. The Magus will give you a nature check.
I haven't even tested any of my dice.
I literally just dropped my dice on the floor instead of doing anything else with it.
19 on nature for
Like, we're gonna go
Dragon.
with this one.
Not bad.
He
not
has
bad.
poison ivy now.
Wait, did you get a nat 1, Sidney?
You have a hero point?
Use it on a nature check?
Nah, it's too early. It's too
fair,
early. Don't
fair.
do it. Don't do it.
I got a 7.
Oof.
I got a 28.
28.
Yay!
Okay.
Carrying the team.
Thank
Damn.
you.
Too bad Randy's not here to knock it out of the park with a also ridiculous
Yeah,
number.
like a 47, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Like you start like doing things and planning, and whenever like the one person can't be there, it's like, oh shit, this is when they would be like the king. But a 28 will get you this. You go outside.
Oh.
You see an ominous, bright orange light in the sky as the clouds are fighting with a dark gray blue in the distance, in the horizon. The wind that has always been here, very pleasant, very normal wind, especially in this high up mountain, dead still. Dead still wind. Unusual light, ominous clouds, deathly silence. And there on the horizon, you can see it, Shionbis. You see a massive recession of coast. The water is evacuating the coastland.
Oh, that's not good.
You know
That's
what
not good.
comes next. A tidal wave.
Tobias, how do you feel about performing that miracle sooner rather than later?
Well, I mean, I guess faster the better. We banged out one today. Let's bang out two and call it threes and go home. Why? Whichever mind. Feed the pool?
She's going to each party member and she's gonna like tilt their head in the direction that it goes, so everyone's on the same page.
Is the shoreline supposed to look like that?
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like the tidal wave that was supposed to wipe out Dragon's Grave? Or is it just a naturally occurring tidal wave?
The angel told us to come out here, Alona. What do you think?
Yeah.
You know, history, I guess, is doomed to repeat itself, and we were just lucky enough to see it this time. Get out there, Tobias, and she's gonna like slap him on the back, be like, "Go get him!"
We're pretty
Yeah.
far from Dragon's Grave, though.
Everyone give me survival checks.
Oh,
God.
son of a beach nut.
The DC is
No.
27.
Oh!
If you happen to have a map, this gives you a +2.
Oh, that's me.
You do have a map. I'm
Still
gonna
not great.
I'm gonna use my hero point.
I'm gonna do that too.
I'm just gonna.
That was not much better.
I got a 34 on survival. I rolled a 2 and then I rolled a 19.
Ayo.
I rolled a 7, so that's a 20.
Oh, I forgot I have assurance in survival. That's a plus 10? Or that's just a 10?
Yeah, it treats the dice like you rolled a 10 instead.
Okay, that gives me one more than I actually rolled. So that would make it a 12.
21.
21. Wait, you say 21?
Yeah.
21. Okay. So you look at the coastline that's retreating and the stillness in the water. You take out your map and you start, kind of doing the measurements with your hand. I don't know if he told you this. Maybe he did. Cormac did threaten to drown all of Brack. And as you're looking at the map, you realize the coast is just off the Brack coast.
No. No.
Does anyone say that?
No.
Because Dragon did not get that.
I'm gonna say it out loud. And I'm gonna say it and look at Lothier, who's not here. And look at Lothier and go, we have to go right now.
Yeah.
Can we call our bats?
Always.
Seems like a good bat time. Yeah, okay.
Get the bat signal out.
Yeah. Dragon hears Brack, and you see him like look back at Lothier, and then you physically like see him looking down, like trying to figure out the best way to jump down this cliff to get down as fast as he possibly can to go and help. Not that he can really do much against a tidal wave, especially when I've used the majority of my spells.
Everyone give me one more survival check.
It's better, not great.
Oh, this dice is done for.
At 20.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ayo. 28.
24.
I'll be at 12.
So Wes, you said 24?
Yeah.
So, Alona and Shionibus, your bats come to you. You can tell they are bristling. They feel in the nature that something is catastrophic, that like something is completely not okay. All of the animals seem to be nervous, fidgety, scared, because nature's about to drop kick a continent, and that scares things. But as you get on your bats and start flying off, you start doing the math in your head. It's going to take approximately 7 hours for that tidal wave to form and land. The bats are going to take 3 hours to get there at their top speed. Now, to get down the mountain into Isuo's chamber and possibly even hope there's an Isuo in Brack, that could take 5 hours. So, this is a race against time. Thankfully, if you can give me acrobatics checks to make sure these bats go as fast as possible, you have about 4 hours playtime before that tidal wave slams into Brack.
Kylie, it looked like you had an idea.
So, we get everyone on our bats and my griffin, go to Brack, have 4 hours about to get everyone out into higher ground, potentially. And at least, do we know how big of a city Brack is?
It's a
wanna say
nation.
It's a okay.
Yeah, it's
4
like a city-state or
hours?
nation.
It's like big.
We yell at enough people to get their asses moving.
So, as you all know, I'm from Svigar, which means a lot of coastlines and things. You just said 7 hours, and the water's already going out. There's no evacuation path in which these people get away. That thing is going to be probably 500 meters tall. There's no way anyone gets away from that. The only way we're going to save those people is to try and stop it. And I have no idea how we're going to do that.
Well, we have 3 hours. We're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna look at Tobit. You stopped a tidal wave from coming. How did you do that?
How did you know I stopped a tidal wave? I stopped an earthquake. I wrestled it, remember?
No, but when you were fighting Koramat, that took the form of a tidal wave that was going to wipe out the coast.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I just ran into it. You know?
Also, isn't he supposed to perform his miracle before the wave?
What?
Oh
No.
Like, Tobit did the miracle thing and then fought the wave.
No, so this is gonna be Tobias's miracle. Technically that tidal wave, I guess, could be considered another miracle, but it was the embodiment of Koramat that was kind of nullified in that battle. Koramat isn't sending a tidal wave, and that's how he's gonna end the world in this prophecy. This is just another fun thing he's throwing in on the side because we made him angry.
Oh. No, that's a good clarification, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, Mind Criminal suggests that we suplex the tsunami. Ichi, would you have any tips on suplexing for Tobias?
Well, seeing as a tsunami is liquid, you should try the less common form. It's called suplexing. I have not actually ever done it even once. So, yeah.
Hero point for the soup.
Oh, yeah. This is how I'm going to survive this game.
Suplexing. God.
Oh, God.
Sorry, everybody.
I don't have enough
okay.
fireballs to turn it into soup.
Soup. No soup for you. We're gonna wrestle it. All right.
You're right, it's not soup for me, it's soup for Brack.
Oh, mud soup.
Hate that.
Hate it.
Wouldn't that just be a mud pie?
Okay,
that.
let's brainstorm. Big wrinkle brain thinking at this point in time. How do we save an entire nation from getting wiped out from a tidal wave?
Well, being honest, if we knew how to do it, it probably wouldn't be a miracle.
So what? We just run at it with no plan and we just run into this tidal wave and hope for the best?
That guy wrestled an earthquake. You think he had a plan for that?
Got an angel in our swords.
Yeah.
So we punch the tidal wave?
Look, nothing that I have can do anything to it. I am literally just spitballing because I don't know what to do. What am I going to throw a fireball at a wave? I don't even have it right now.
I think
Go ahead.
I think it's maybe one of those things. Seeing, okay, it doesn't sound logical, but I'm going by angel logic. Okay, so the angel said, you want a miracle? Go outside. Look what's happening. And we went outside, and that's happening. So, by angel logic, we should just go and figure it out on the way. I feel like we're gonna get there, and the angel's gonna say a cryptic sentence because that's what angels do. I don't know why they're like this. Ichi looks down at her weapon, looks back up. But we should get going and talk about this on the way.
I'm riding the griffin with Giannimus.
Yes. Beatrice.
Aww.
So after those 3 hours are up, you do find yourself. Actually, everyone, give me acrobatics checks really fast.
Oh Lord Almighty!
I already used my hero point.
28.
God damn it!
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Makes it a 36.
Beatrice does love you.
Oh, I forgot how high my
We had a rough
acrobatics is.
beginning.
Thank God. 23.
3? Okay.
15.
Oof. So I'm gonna say it averages out that instead of taking 3 hours, it's gonna take 4 hours, which will give you less time, but it could have been a lot worse. The closer you get into Brack, you find the wind is starting to get choppy. Pockets of air make it very difficult to fly safely, but you're able to get through it. And then yes, Wes?
Oh, I was going to ask real quick. Is there any way I can make an Arcana check or something to take a 4-hour nap and try and recover a spell or something?
He's not driving the Griffin.
He's not driving.
driving.
He's riding behind
I'm
a
riding
passenger.
behind it.
Yeah, he's riding shoddy, but at the same time, you have to grip. Shionibus, do you actually have some sort of safety mechanisms for people to be in the saddle and latched appropriately?
I got a rope tied to me.
Can I just be in the griffin's
Safety? I
claws
don't
the whole
know
time?
her.
I love that.
Just dangling out of the griffin's claws, like taking a nap, trying to study my spells.
I accept that.
Like a cat by the scruff, just hanging like this means us both.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you what. I'm picking up what you're putting down, so I'm going to give you a very hard for your level Arcana check,
That's
which
fair.
means you got to make a 32. I'll be right back.
Okay, alright.
32.
Alright, hero point, come on. Yes!
Go.
Nat 20!
A nat 20?
Heyo.
That's a 40!
Oh,
Heyo.
Amazing.
Yes!
I love it.
That is excellent news. I rolled a 6 at first.
Oof.
you're blessed tonight.
Blessed. I mean, we do have angel swords.
Yeah.
And we do need to do a miracle.
Yep. So I guess it makes
Somehow.
sense.
So, God, I hope we're blessed.
I do want to know, though, how did Tobit wrestle an earthquake?
He just said, knock that shit off.
Yeah. Yeah, like starts stepping on the ground and hugged a rock. Like,
Do you see what Randy said in the chat?
What did Randy say?
He said, well, it had a face.
So I had
Like,
to punch
you
it.
punch a
True facts. I get it.
true fact.
I have that feeling all the time. Oh God, your face. If I could punch it, I would. I just got a punchable face. I get it.
The tsunami is a punchable face?
Yeah.
if
that's
it
what we're
looks
hoping.
like Koromat, then yes.
Yeah.
I imagine it like like the sand wave in the Mummy.
That's what I was thinking,
Yeah.
too!
Yep.
Best
That's
movie
what
of all time, by the way.
True
Best movie of all
facts.
time.
True facts.
Incredible. Stunning. No notes. Truly bisexual awakening for all of us.
True. That and the Prince of Egypt.
Prince of Egypt. But Brendan Fraser.
But Brendan Fraser.
But Brendan Fraser. Sweet Bean, too good for this world.
George the Jungle.
Oh,
George
of
of
the
the Jungle, so
Jungle.
good. So good. Yeah.
I gotta rewatch that. Have any of you seen Encino Man?
Uh-uh.
What?
You all like, well, not Kylie, but the other ones live in the valley. How have you not seen Encino Man?
I don't know if I've ever even heard of it.
I've never heard
Yeah.
of it either.
Oh my god. It's immediately Google it.
Is it Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
Well, then I need to watch it.
Encino Man. I live so. I live. That's like a town over from me.
Yeah.
Apparently, Stark Mullet's seen Encino Man.
It's a classic, man.
Reap Psyche's seen Encino Man.
I
Yeah.
feel like Reap
What do you
Psyche
do,
has seen
Pods
most
knows
movies.
Encino Man?
CJ, have
Yeah?
you seen Encino Man?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank God.
I love
All right, make Sidney watch it. That's all.
I also
We may
need to watch
proceed.
it.
Movie night.
Does a 40 work?
Yes.
I rolled a nat 20.
It's a shame it wasn't a 42. That would be a crit. Okay.
I know.
So,
I know. Well,
so-
I rolled a nat 20. Does it count?
this is a crit. Okay. So now if you had made the 32 DC, I would have given you 1 spell slot back. Since
Okay.
you critted, I'm going to be very generous and give you 2 spell
That-
slots.
Do I do 1 low, 1 high, or is it just can I just do the two strong uns?
Well, which are you completely tapped to spells?
No, I have 2 level 4s, but both my level 5 spell slots are used.
All right, yeah. So if your lower level spell slots are full, then I'll give it to the higher one.
Okay, I have 1 studious spell that is not used.
I believe that doesn't count as far as spell slots. It's kind of like
Okay.
a free spell, I want to say.
Gotcha.
It's been
okay.
a minute.
All right. Well, then I'm going to I have spells back. So, how is Where is Dragon napping to do this? By the way, because I'm so curious what your choice was. Am I in the Griffin's claws, just dangling like like napping, or am I like strapped onto the back of the like Hibari or is it Hibari? Shibari.
Shibari.
Shibari style on the Griffin.
That's very different. You no. You're not Shibari to the back of this griffin.
Why not?
I am going to give the power to the owner of the bird. Shionibus, how is our Magus friend here resting while traveling?
I feel like before even takeoff, I'd be like, sorry, but there's not enough room. And as we speak, you are like taken by like the back of your shirt into her claws, and then she like tosses you up and then just like grapples you, and then we fly off.
And Dragon's like, this is actually kind of comfortable. And then he's like, all right, closes his eyes, just like, and then just like limp. It looks like the Griffin is now carrying a dead body that its plans to eat.
Yes, that tracks for a
Okay,
bird of
fall
prey.
asleep anywhere.
Hold on, let's see. I am currently looking through my season 1.5 notebook.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm looking at my notes for Xanakin, for Zaka. Come on, where's Takara's?
Did you say Xanarkand?
Xanakin?
Xanakin.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, look, if there's a Blitzball arena, we going.
I mean, you already went there. It's called Dragon Ball.
Fair.
Sure.
Fair.
I have great, unique ideas. Hold on. There's Xanakin. That's when you all killed him. That was a great time.
Randy wants to play blitzball.
Yeah, heck, because Randy has impeccable taste.
There's Tejon. Takara's. Here we go.
It's alphabetized?
No, I wish. No. Hold on. Do I have its size listed? Damn, I don't. Because I want to say those birds may be huge sized, which, if that's the case, he could literally sleep in Beatrice's palm. Just right in her hand.
Curled up in a little ball, just like napping and like studying his spells in his sleep.
I don't know. There's something
Nerd.
really funny about the image of Beatrice just flying with Shionibus nobly, with her hair blowing gracefully and royally in the wind, looking fierce as fuck, and then there's Dragon just passed out in her claws like, oh.
Yeah. So you're able to get 2 spell slots back.
Cool.
You are able to land in Brack. Let me kind of give you the lay of the land. As you start crossing over, you can almost feel the weather shift. What was a nice, warm, temperate environment, you can feel the moisture in the air. With the tidal wave not coming, this place would be under almost constant downpour of rain. Right now, because of the weather, there's no more rain falling from the sky. There's huge, chugging white clouds of oxygen just coming out of whatever trees are left, like passing by the Shenandoah Valley mountainside. However, as these almost smoke screens of white mist come off the evergreen trees, you see everything else is dead and barren. There's no grass in the ground. You just see roiling and rippling fields of mud, dirt, moisture. You see farmers with tools slicing the mud like chunks of cake, putting it on massive wooden slabs that are warped horribly from the constant water in the air. You see everyone covered in mud, dirt. Some don't have shoes, instead choosing to wrap it in burlap or other forms of material, because at least if those get wet, they can dry them out. The leather would just get destroyed. The houses are ramshackled and dilapidated from the constant rain, and everyone seems very emaciated at this point from a hard life of constant work and probably not enough food. This land stretches out acres and acres in every direction, thick, almost chalky like mud in every direction. Houses swelling and yet also falling apart. Almost brittle, stones being used to reinforce some of the wood. And while they're tired and hungry, they're still extremely happy to see you, very polite, as they kind of wipe the sweat off their brow, tuck the handkerchief back in their pocket. Well, hello there. Great to see you. What brings you out here?
Nothing. We're exploring, and we're headed to the coastline.
Oh. All right. I mean, you want to go out to the coastline, it's over, there, you can go. Well, that's weird. Who shouldn't be that shallow this time of day?
Well, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I would just go on and enjoy your day. We're going to go to the beach. Thank you.
All right. Listen, y'all seem like really nice folk. There's a lot of bandits in these parts because they know we ain't got a military or weapons beyond wooden shovels. If y'all need protection, we can take the sentinel. We like to call her the scarecrow. She shoos all the crows away, the bandits.
What's the Sentinel?
Oh, you know how some of y'all like fancy knights and warriors and whatnot. We don't have much. We got the one. But she is plucky and she does her best.
You have one knight?
So, I mean, sort of. We don't got no monarchy or nothing, but they are a warrior. They're trained to help us. They're a farmer like the common folk, but they're ready for battle if need to.
What area of Brack is this that's closest to the water? Because I assumed we land close to the water, because it makes no sense for us to land far away and walk.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely on the southern part of Brack, but the mudland stretches basically all the way to kind of the shoals and the coastline.
Okay. We would love to meet them. Maybe they can meet us at the beach, because we need to go to the beach right now.
Oh, okay. I'll just start it off. No, if y'all got it, you're good. I'll just...
No, it's fine. Tell them to meet us at the beach.
Sure. I'll let her know. All right. Well, y'all have a good time and be safe. Like I said, bandits are out there, so be safe and enjoy.
Out of curiosity,
Right, bandits.
PJ, looking around, would Dragon see any like high ground, mountains, anything like that they might be able to get to in time and get behind to break the force of this wave? Or is it like all flat land?
Yeah, Brack for the longest time was the food tithe to Acadia. And that's because this land was humongous and all designed, well, not designed, but it was all perfect for agriculture.
So it's
mostly
flat
just
for miles and
farmland.
miles and miles.
Yeah.
So there's no getting away from this, pretty much. Okay. So Dragon's gonna like go to Morel real quick. Quick side note: your dad is a dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
No offense to you, all of the offense to him.
Oh, no, I understand. No, believe me. I grappled with that thought many times after he kicked me out. I believe this issue predated my dad, but he didn't help it. So yeah, nah, fuck him.
Oh well, whoever that was, extra
Also
dick.
a dick. Yeah, no, it was also a dick. Yeah.
You're very nice. So your mom must have been great.
She was a sight. Yeah. We should probably get to the
Yep.
beach.
Yep.
Okay. Right. So you all decided to head to the beach. Is there anything else you want to do before you go? I mean, it's maybe like a short walk. Okay. Could you have hours? Wouldn't you? Okay.
Hours? We need to tsunami.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you start to come out to the beach. It's deadly quiet. You know, just sitting there on the beach side. You can hear what's left of the waves just coming and going. In and out, just barely touching the shore. The seagulls have stopped their flocking and their squawking. The sky is dead quiet. That ominous blue starts to churn into a salty gray. And then you can start to hear it build. Off in the distance, what's left of the sun is blotted out. Blocked. The temperature drops 7 whole degrees. The chill cuts through your bones as the tidal wave begins to rise. And it starts to approach you. And as it does, you see a figure walking on the water with the tidal wave behind it. Walking with purpose. With strength. With regality and nobility. You see a suit of green armor. With a long cape. Removes the helmet. And there you see the coursing emerald scales, the beady purple eyes of Kodamat, the Green King, the corrupted tyrant, the one who chose Korokos to wage war on the world, the forger of the blade of the War King, the second youngest son of Azamat, the general of the dragons that fell. Here he is, walking to you with his helmet tucked under his arms. Behind him, a wall of death. And this is, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will see what happens next.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for that break. And here is a little special surprise. We are joined by Randy. I'm waiting for the playback to catch up.
The pictures are frozen. My internet is poo-poo because we have 10 feet of snow.
Yes, as you can hear us, welcome to the radio show. Yeah, but, you know, what are you going to do with the
Wes
weather?
is moving. The rest
I'm
of us
moving,
aren't.
yes, because I'm on the
Yeah.
camera right here, but the Zoom is not working great.
Well, if it's audio only, Randy, why don't you give us some of your sweet dulcet tones?
Oh yeah.
Hello. I am not excited about anything that's happening in this vicinity right now.
Appropriate response. 10 out of 10.
Incredibly.
So yeah, I mean, like, look, it's been crazy weather on the West Coast. Like, I live in sunny Santa Clarita, and it's been raining like insanity. It even snowed. It snowed today in California.
It snowed in Los Angeles.
It's making
It was crazy.
It was weird.
But at least if we got you all here on audio, then let us continue the show. Please stay tuned in. It's about to get epic. So where we left off, if y'all remember, the tidal wave was coming in, marching up to you with their helmet in their arm crook, just kind of tucked under there in the crook. You see Kormat, the corruption, walks across the water, spies you all on the beach. Hello, mortals and humans, elves. Oh, there's a dwarf. A duskwalker. Now that is interesting. Hello. I am excited to kill you all this evening. Drown you. And when I'm done, when I fail, I'll drown the whole world, including Dragon's Grave.
All right, buddy. Listen. I don't get saucy often. I don't load of rolls up her sleeves.
Get
But-
him! Get him!
At least Dragon and I have defeated you once.
Yeah, I did. I've still got that
Yeah.
lightning spell.
And
What are you talking about?
oh, that's right.
Was that? I thought it was that not real. Was that just in our heads? Because that's kind of it's a little embarrassing. I'm actually glad I didn't say it.
Oh wait, no. Was it a shared dream?
I thought
Was that not real?
I thought it was.
I thought it was real.
It doesn't matter. I remember us having a conversation and you threatening me. And I'm here to stop you. Me and my friends here aren't going to let you hurt this land.
Reaches for his helmet, turns it so that the open face is towards you, tips it under, looks into it. You know, Lothi, that's what I like about you. You're a man of your word. As am I. Whatever good that word is worth. So, I'm going to try and drown your entire city, including the lost grove of the Mud Druids. If you can survive this, I hope you have a grand reunion. He puts the helmet back on. Good luck, everyone. I hope you find your miracle in the waves. And he starts to walk. And as he does, the tidal wave starts to rise, curl into a fist almost as it crests. And then you hear one last thing. Well, Zealot, if you were to serve me, I think now's the time.
Huh.
You hear a voice, Dragon. Last time we met, you took my hand, heretic. Today, I'll take yours, thank you. Now, everyone. You are standing between an Arbad and a tidal wave as Kormat watches from beyond the crest. You have to make a miracle, but you have to do so while you face the Corrupted One and his scion. Roll initiative, and may Ozmot have mercy on your soul.
Oh my god.
Sounds of distress just emanate.
Kylie, what's that face?
It's not good, but it could
Oh.
be worse. But it
I
could
rolled
be
a
worse.
nat 1.
Oh,
That's worse. That's much worse.
That's worse.
What about
16 for Dragon.
hero point? Anybody?
I don't have one.
Oh.
I used it on the Arcana spell to get my spell slots back.
You needed
Somebody-
that though.
Somebody in chat. Wait, Reap Psyche has a hero
Ah,
point.
hero point. Reap Psyche, my savior again.
It's like
it
it's the
actually
only
makes
reason we
sense.
survived.
For real. Reap Psyche is the one who saved us in the last Arbon fight.
That's what I meant.
Beautiful.
Can I use the hero point, Reap Psyche? If you'd like to save it for something other than initiative, that is completely fine too.
I mean, like, do we need? Are you sure? I feel
I
like,
say, I'd rather roll terribly during initiative.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
like,
Either
Okay.
way, I think he's okay with you taking it.
yes, agreed.
All right.
It's like Kel giving you a pep talk.
That's true. I like it.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I-
look behind the.
Yeah,
the
I think
curtain
I think we save your hero point. I think we save it.
here. Okay.
Yeah.
So am I right in saying you got a 15 on that initiative?
16.
16. All right. Sidney, what was your initiative?
33.
33. That's so good.
Because he's trying to decide who he attacks at this point.
Damn.
22.
Sir Randy, what'd you say?
Me and Sidney got the same, but I go first because I have improved initiative.
It also makes sense for you to go first, so I would insist that you did anyway.
Okay. And Kylie, what's yours?
27.
Okay. So, here's the unfortunate situation you find yourselves in. As Koromat fades from view, you can still see this sickly green glow piercing through the veil of this wall of water that is about to drown an entire city-state. The entire Brack is going to be gone like that. Koromat is hiding behind the veil of water, and on the other side is Arbad with their sword ready, their hand fully reformed. They're ready to fight. Tobias and Tobit is there as the tidal wave is coming in. You wanted a miracle. I present to you your miracle. How do you stop a tidal wave and fight a 30,000-year-old magus?
Can we name the tidal wave Maria? So it's how do you stop a problem like Maria?
How do you stop a wave like Maria?
Oh my gosh.
So, oh no, what were you gonna say, Randy?
No, I was just gonna say this is why I had to come on here. You guys have made me laugh more today than I have in a while, so thank you.
Good.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So, first up, you see Koromat begin to glow green and then seemingly vanish. Next up, we have Arbad. Arbad takes their sword, flips it backwards, blade out, hand behind. She is palm growing, just glowing green as this putrescence drips from his grip. And he stares you down, Dragon. And he withholds his action.
Is it the same position, position he was in the last time this happened?
It's the same position he was in when you two collided and almost killed each other.
All right, yeah, Dragon's getting ready for round 2. He's ready
All right. That being said,
in like 12 turns.
so that being said, Randy,
Yeah.
it's your turn, but you also see Tobias and Tobit as their hands begin to glow with that platinum light.
Yeah.
And they look at each other. I will become the few not fleeing. And they proceed to turn towards the tidal wave. What do you do, Randy?
Huh. I look over at Dragon, who I think took damage last time. Is anyone else injured? a little bit, because I still have some damage too. So to start this off, I'm going to heal the three of us using burst healing. So 3 action heal for the three of us.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yep. Height 1. That's what. Sorry, I'm trying to think what that is. How much is that? For 3 action heal, is it 3d8?
A 3 action heals an
It's
AoE.
heightened 2.
Oh, heightened 2. So in that case, it would be 2d8.
It says 3 at the top, I think.
Is it heightened 2 levels to level 3, or is it a second level?
It is on my 3rd level spells.
Oh yeah, then it would be 3d8.
Okay, cool. That's good to know. Sorry, I am not Alona, and I have not done this as much.
That's valid. Listen,
You're too busy turning into a
still do it
T-Rex.
wrong.
All right. You see him look around, and he realizes that, like, unless we're all as best as we can be starting this fight, it's not going to matter what we do. And so he heals all 3 of us who were injured 16 HP.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
All right, Sidney, you're up next.
I wasn't prepared for this. So, as we stated in the green room, but I should have said on the stream, as Alona sees all of these figures coming up to the beach, she's going to start Vital Beacon, so that's already started, so people can come up and touch me and be healed. But I don't know who to go after. Honestly, it looks like Dragon has his sights on Armand, so Alona's staying away from that. And essentially, I think what she's gonna do instead is, she's going to summon her spiritual guardian again. So she's gonna summon, like, the spirit of basically all of her friends, and it's going to illuminate in front of her this form that keeps shifting in between. And that's only 2 actions. Fun fact. So I'm gonna use that to just go straight after Koromot.
Okay. Now, he has faded behind the tidal wave. Do you want to try and break through the tidal wave to get to Koromot?
Yeah, it's a spiritual guardian. It doesn't really have a physical form.
Right. I'm sorry. I thought you meant you, as in Alona's.
Oh,
like,
this is
self-
gonna go
Not
on.
me.
It's gonna
I
go
would
punch a
die.
Oh, you have no idea. Okay, spiritual guardian starts taking off, and as it does, it's like just like a montage changing between every single member of the party and friendly NPC that you know of, and it's just like it breaks through the veil of the water, and yeah, I believe you can get a hit in for it.
Oh, cool. Yes, I will take that. Pardon me, as I flip to the spell, because I don't have what it hits for written down because it's a big one. What's a big one? Sanctuary, not sanctuary. Spiritual guardian. Here we go. Nope, that's searing light. Spiritual. Here we go. Oh my goodness. So many spells, so little time, people. Okay. So, it's going to strike for 2d8 plus my spell casting ability modifier. But let me see if I hit first. And I do believe it is a melee attack still.
It's a melee spell attack based off your spell bonus to hit.
My spell attack roll. So it's a 13 plus a 19. So that's 32. Does that hit Koromot?
Check. 32, you said?
Yes.
It
No.
misses Koromot.
It misses? A 32 misses?
As you see
Oh, no.
what looks like Morel made of light changing into Shionibis and finally ending in Lothier, kind of makes this massive haymaker, throws a punch, and you see Koromot catch it. And it explodes. and it's destroyed.
I don't like that at all.
Wait, my entire spiritual guardian is destroyed?
It is destroyed. Not dispelled, not counterspelled. It is destroyed.
Wow.
Does that mean I lose that as a spell?
No.
Okay.
It just means your guardian has been destroyed. You can still cast a spell. This one has been destroyed. Now, that being said, next up we have Kylie.
Okay. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna shoot and hope for the best, but I am going to be a good distance away from Arbod and Dragon because I don't want the after effects of this.
It's fair.
Yes.
Okay, cool, awesome. We're aiming at Arbod. Let's roll. I want to hero point that. I want to hero point it. Cause it's not terrible, but it could be better. We're gonna roll physical dice instead. Not much better. It's not better at all because it's the same freaking number, but it's fine. Just kidding, it's not. That's a 31 to hit, but it's a little better.
31 will hit Arbod.
Sick! Oh god. Oh god. I was not prepared for this. Damage. Is it a sneak attack because he's already engaged with someone?
No, I believe that's a 5e rule, but I know he had his chance. He had his turn, so he's not flat-footed. So I don't believe it'll be a sneak attack unless you want to preempt this with a stealth check.
Nah. So that's 16 damage for the first one.
Okay.
Ooh! That's a 29 to hit for the second.
That will miss.
Okay. And
Big yikes.
I'm gonna flank him. Arbod.
Okay.
And that'll be my third.
Cool. Which direction you want to flank him in, just so I know where y'all gonna be moving?
I want to be on the opposite side of Dragon. And like we're like enough that like me and Dragon can make eye contact and be like, yo, I got your back, kind of.
Okay. So when your turn comes, Wes, tell me which side you're going to, and I'll say that Shionimus goes to the opposite side, so the flank will be complete.
I mean, Dragon is literally staring him down. He's not going to move at all. He's ready for round 2 of this.
Okay.
So is it my turn now? No, I was going to say,
yet.
I don't think so.
It is Sam's turn. Sam, what are you gonna do?
Okay, what am I seeing at this moment?
So you see, Cormont has effectively destroyed the spiritual guardian. You see, Arbod is in this counter stance with the glowing green hand behind this devastating blade. Sidney is the vital beacon, toucher for healing. Randy did an awesome job doing AoE heal, and the tidal wave is still coming closer on shore.
Which of those guys is closer to me? Are they like next to each other, or are they staggered?
I'm gonna say it's a 25-foot equidistance mark. So Arbod is 25 feet away from you. If you want to fight him, you can. The tidal wave is 25 feet. A little beyond that, so about 35, 40 is where Cormont currently resides on the opposite end of the tidal wave.
Oh, he's behind the tidal wave. All right. I am going to fight Forbod. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Arbod.
Arbod.
Oh my God.
Arbod and Kodamot.
I
And his
combined
names.
it. Yes. Ichi is going to look down at them all and be like, well, you ain't coffee, but we're gonna get this done. And she's gonna rage. And she's gonna do what she knows what to do best, is just smash. That's all an Ichi can do, is a smash, so. I've been rolling so bad. That's bad. 22.
22 to hit will unfortunately miss, Arbad.
Alas. I think with the rage, I think that's it. Do I get another?
Rage, run, and attack. I think that's all
That's it.
three. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But the good thing is as you swing, you see Arbad in his stance looking dead at Dragon, just kind of duck around and back as your hammer goes swinging wide, but you are engaged with him in combat. Now, last but not least, Dragon. It's round 2, baby.
Yes, it is. So, Dragon, did you get my message, by the way?
I did. Did you see... Oh, wait. Make sure it's a new one or not. Did you see my response? I did respond to it.
Okay. Yeah, so that's fine. Okay, so Dragon is going to look at Arbad and just, in a serious face, like, round 2. This time I take your head. And he's going to cast True Strike and Spell Strike again, firing his gun with a heightened 2 sudden bolt. Please.
Okay, so I want to clarify, because I know you asked me if you activated your silvery fire blade. That has to be activated on your turn. So
Yeah,
True
so
Strike or activate your weapon.
I'm doing True Strike instead.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so hey, Reap Psyche, can I use that hero point just in case?
You already have it, my guy.
All right. Reap Psyche, you're the man again. You're the man.
Why?
Oh, does a 39 hit?
Oh! Please tell me. What are you laughing about? What are you laughing about, PJ? PJ, what are you laughing about? You can't do that!
In Arbad's counterattack stance, his AC and reflex is enhanced. And that still hits.
Oh, thank
Yes, but it's not a dirty crit though.
It's not a dirty
That's
crit.
fine. That's
That's
fine.
it.
Excellent news. Okay, you scared me for a second, PJ.
No, I was looking at the bonus, and it's like, yes, his AC and his reflex is enhanced. And I'm like, oh yeah, how much? Oh, that 39 is still going to hit. Okay.
That
never
is
mind.
excellent news. Okay, so heightened 2 sudden bolt, so that is 6d12, and I'll go in and do the other damage. I really like this character that we've made together, PJ.
It's more the overpowered weapon as well. Let's not forget that.
16.
I mean, it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. It's an overpowered weapon on a broken class. It's a marriage made in OP-ness.
30.
Well-
You know what I meant.
I mean, we need it here. So
Yeah.
35.
Oh, PJ.
47. Okay, so it's not very high. 51. It's 55 damage. I rolled like 4 ones on my
No.
d12s. So 55 damage.
that's great damage.
Oh,
for me,
I'm
by
sorry.
the way.
61 damage. I forgot to add the plus for my strength.
61? Okay.
How do we activate our god powers?
You try.
Wait, from the celestial of Osmont.
Yes.
That's in your
Yeah.
weapons.
That one.
I mean, it's just always passively there. You are allowed to.
Activate it. Do we have to activate it before we strike?
No, it's always present. Like your weapons, whether it's your
Oh.
hands, your blade, your bow, they will mortally kill
Oh,
Ormot.
this means I gotta punch through a tidal wave.
Yeah. Yes, you do. Okay, so you see Wes this bullet. First of all, you see he's in this stance. He's ready for you. The arrows from Shonbus come. He's not even moving. You see Sam makes a huge swing, duck under, doesn't break eye contact. You shoot him with this bolt. He doesn't break eye contact with you.
Oh boy.
He's got this hole right here around his carotid artery. Like it's not good. And it's just bolts of like electricity are just zapping from the open wound, and he is not losing eye contact with you. That being said, I've activated my trap card.
Oh yeah, Dragon knows. He was just hoping to hit him a little harder.
So, as you shoot him, he rushes past Shionibus and Ichi. If either of you have attacks of opportunity, you are allowed to take them now.
Oh, all right.
Cool.
I did take that,
Let's
didn't
do
I?
this.
What's that?
Oh, I'm just remembering if I took attack of opportunity. I guess I did not.
Is A-okay.
Alas, I did not.
Wes,
I don't.
Yeah.
what is your armor class?
29. Does he crit me,
no,
PJ?
no, he's
Does he
smiling
crit me,
into his
PJ?
finger.
No, he did 200 damage last time.
That's when he struck you with his sword.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna reach out and touch someone.
Oh no. This is what murdered the other Duskwalker.
Reach
This is
out and touch.
exactly- Thank you, Sam. Oh my god, yes. This is the move that killed Mitori.
And
And he says that as he comes dashing across the battlefield with that hand back here, raising his weapon, he plunges his burning green hand into your chest and forces you to the ground. You are now prone as he starts pressing his hand through your sternum.
how much damage?
Hold on, I did not get enough d10s for this.
Oh God.
Hate that sentence.
Don't like
Take it
that,
back.
especially because I'm still like half health.
Oh God.
Also, you made me think of something, Sam. Sidney, when you attack Koromat, you reach out and touch wave.
Oh my God. Shut up. That's brilliant.
I love it.
One more perfect. Oh, it's a
Reach
perfect color
out,
too.
touch
Okay,
wave.
so
No.
let's see here. I gotta do math again because now I forgot the original. So that's
I use hammer to hide the pain.
13, 16, 22, 24,
Well, time to re-roll Dragon.
8, 35, 36.
Didn't know I need to make a new character sheet for this episode.
6.
Hey, where's that sentinel that they said they were sending?
So you're gonna take 110 damage as this hand puts you to the ground and you start hearing the sizzle of your armor and flesh as the hand of Koromat starts to just press itself through almost through your sternum with the one action he has left. Move, strike. Last one.
Oh, he's put me down. But here's the thing. I have an ability that allows me to hit him. I have deliberate death. So when I'm put under,
Oh!
you just see him pressing this claw into me, and you see Dragon, like, through the pain, smile, and he's going to try and stab him with the gunblade.
Oh,
Okay.
that's sick.
Let me get my last action and then we can roll that. Are
Yeah.
you, I'm guessing you're beyond zeroed out, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, then you're at dying 2 from this critical hit. last action, he is going to strike his blade to a downed.
Oh, PJ, don't tell me.
With his last action, he's going to take the blade. He is aiming for your head. The blade comes down hard into the dirt next to your head. He rolled a 2 on the die face.
Oh, good. Oh, good. That's what that face was. Oh, thank God.
Because that would have been a 20. That would have been a 20. And that would have missed you, even with your flat-footedness. But the blade, right next to your head, you can see the copper-scaled wormkin just lean in, and he just says, I'm going to take your arm. I'm going to take your legs. I'm going to take your head. I'm going to take the whole damn thing, and I'm going to present it to Hamasa.
And you just see the smile creep on his face. Like, not before I take yours. And I'm going to attack him.
All right, roll to hit.
Please hit.
Please.
Dang it. 29.
29.
He's laying over me. He's technically prone.
He's not. He's standing, and he's not flat-footed.
Dang
so
it.
it's going to miss.
Darn it.
But the blade comes up, and you can just see him like, whoa. His blade, it's there in his reach still, but like this massive greatsword slash like anti-materiel rifle is just between him, his blade, and you.
Wait, does that
That
make him
being
pull
said-
his? Does that make him pull his hand away?
Nope.
Dang it.
It's still on you.
All right.
Now, he's not grappling you, but you're still flat-footed. This might be easier next round, which it is.
Well, I'm dead. I'm down.
Oh, that's right. You're at -2.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're at dying 2.
I'm at dying too.
Well, that's the end of round 1.
Sweet.
On this time, top of round 2, you see Tobit and Tobias running to the tidal wave as their hands are glowing brighter and brighter. Tobias stops his feet in the thick, muddy sand, and he kind of turns his weight and he stops and he says, all right, Dad, what are we going to do now? And Tobit just sounds off. I don't know, son. Sometimes you gotta fall head first and just see where things go. All right, I was one, but I will become more. And he throws his hands up as the tidal wave begins to move. I need everyone to roll athletics checks.
Except for Dragon, because he's dead.
I'm athletically napping. Thank you very much.
Just imagine doing sit-ups like.
I don't know why, but that gave the same energy as and none for Gretchen Wiener's by. Oh, athletics.
Yeah, athletics is not my strong suit.
I rolled a 6 on the die. Yes.
30.
30, nice.
25.
25, good.
Dirty 20.
30, 20, okay.
19.
Okay. And Wes, you can still do it.
Oh.
Just because you're dead doesn't mean you're not affecting history.
What?
What?
Yeah, I said it.
31?
31. As the tidal wave begins to come down, Tobias reaches up with 2 hands and catches the tidal wave in his bare hands. You start seeing his body push back into the sand, but the glowing light of his palms pushing against the tidal wave itself. And you can see him, his veins in his necks are bulging. You can see red face, as sweat begins to just drip down from his forehead. He is literally wrestling a tidal wave, and he is losing. But who can say that they put hands on a tidal wave? And you all see this clear as day. You stop, even Arbad, like, blade in the dirt, hand through Dragon's chest, looks up, sees this, and just drops his countenance as he sees what's happening. Round 2 starts now. Koromat. You can hear Koromat just, oh, you stupid little boy, you dare. Alright, then fine. Fine then. I'll kill you here now. His body shrinks and vanishes from the suit of armor. You can hear the splashing of the green plate in the sea. And then rising taller than the tidal wave itself, you see a massive serpent. A massive snake that begins to open its mouth, and green light begins to billow and charge in its maw. Everyone, give me Arcana, Religion, or Nature.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Can I use my hero point? I have a hero point, right?
Absolutely, if you want to.
Yes! Let's go! Nat 20!
Yeah!
Does Dragon roll?
Nature boy is back.
Nature boy! Woo!
I'm guessing Dragon does not roll.
You can still roll. Well,
I'm.
no, that's fair. You're dying. I don't think you'd
Yeah.
be alive to see this.
He's just like.
It's like, oh, that sucks.
I'm pretty much watching from above at this point.
All right.
32 nature.
32. We got a critical 20. Anyone else? All right. So, what you're able to understand is that this is an attack that is spoke about in history. It is feared in nature, and it is loathed in the magical circles. The breath of Coromant. For it roils like fire and it burns like acid, and water doesn't put it out. It is a magical green flame that destroys all it touches. He gifted it to Korokos, he gifted it to the Green Armory, and now he is about to breathe it onto Tobias and Tobit. You have until the end of round 2 to shield, help, or save Tobias, or the breath of Koromant will melt him through his very bone.
Okay.
Now, you can obviously share this as a free action on your turn, but Koromant is basically charging this absolutely fuck you killer attack. At the end of round 2, it will go off. Next up, Arbod. Arbod is looking over the body of the man that took his arm, humiliate him in front of his god. I have to make a GM flip. Heads, he goes for the kill. Tails, he saves his dear god's plan and fights anyone else willing to stop the tidal wave. You are flat-footed. Basically, this would be a coup de grace if he hits.
Yep.
He takes his blade from the mud of Brack, brandishing it high above Dragon's head, raising it, and then shoulders it as he runs to save his Grandmaster's plan.
I hate everything about that.
I have to go over the corner and cry right now.
My nervous system.
He shoulders his blade, the Great Dragon Chopper. As you're on the ground, dying, he kind of like takes his hand off, pats your chest with a normal draconic hand, and says, "I'll come back for you." And then runs off, spending, I'm going to say, 2 of his actions to go and fight Tobias and Tobit. Tobit tries to basically lets go of the water, pulls sword and shield, and tries to stop Arbod. Arbod will make a strike against Tobit now. You hear 3 things. You hear the blade of Arbod piercing the chest of Tobit. Tobias scream. "Father, no!" As Arbod critically strikes and forces the blade right through Tobit's chest. And Tobit laughs. "I'm not done yet, son." And as his hands glow, one more time, hugs himself, pulls the blade out. He is stable at 0 HP. But now Tobit is in danger. With that being said, Randy.
That changes how I'm gonna have to do this. All right. Lothier looks at two people he truly cares. Well, he looks at someone he cares about on the ground, dying. He sees another person about to be attacked by this weapon. With a nat 20 on nature, can you tell me if I know what? So I have an ability that I'm about to cast as a 3-action spell, Blessing of Defiance. Blessing of Defiance, channeling forth the power to preserve in the face of adversity. You grant the target the means to deny danger and avoid dire harm. One saving throw. Can I tell what the most likely type of way to defy death here, essentially? I want to give them the best chance to survive this with this ability.
Okay.
So it's either fortitude, reflex, or will, based on what this attack looks like it's going to be going for.
Absolutely. So you know nature. This is nature being not perverse, but weaponized by a divine being. And what you can best assert in your own mind, fortitude would be the mundane way of handling this. But there are greater powers working through you and coming from you. This would be a willpower.
Okay. So then what he does is he looks over at Tobias, who is struggling against this wave, and he knows that he has to keep holding this up for his land, for people he cares about. And then he looks around and he thinks of everyone's face as his eyes begin to close. He begins to chant the prayer that he heard them saying in the temple we were in last time. And not just Tobias, every person in the area who's a willing ally is getting this +4 stat bonus to saving throws for the next time. So, and you just as he chants, he tries to focus down. There's unbelievable calm that has come over him in this exact moment as he's trying his best to not be terrified and quake with fear, to give as much chance to everyone as he can.
Yeah. And you all start to feel some amazing and unstoppable sense of presence, perseverance, hope, and strength well up inside you. Whatever was terrifying you now, it's almost hilarious to you as this will kicks in. The fuel that makes everything possible starts to pump through your veins. All right. So that's all 3 actions, correct, Randy?
All 3 actions, and yeah, all 3 actions.
Okay. Sidney, you're up.
How close am I to Dragon? I assume we're in close-ish proximity, right?
Yeah, about 5-10 feet tops.
Okay, cool. So this... Technically, Vital Beacon isn't in action because it's it takes 1 minute to cast, so it's already on me. So Lona, now that Arbod's gone, is just gonna kneel down next to Dragon and touch Dragon. So Dragon gets 4d10 worth of healing. Actually, wait. It's an interact action.
That's still an action. Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll 4d10 worth of healing for you, okay?
Thank you. I also have numbed death.
What's that?
So, the first time each day you regain hit points while you are dying, gain additional hit points equal to your level, and I neither gain the wounded condition nor increase the value of the condition.
What?
So,
that is just... I love that.
it's so good.
That's
It's so
cool.
good.
Dust walkers are broken. And I love it.
It says you have to have died at least once as your character in order to have this feat. So
Nice.
I'm like, I've been here before. This is fine.
I'm a magus. I'm a Duskwalker. It's great.
Yay!
You get 23 points of healing.
All right, so I regain a total of 33 hit points,
That is
and I lose the
Great.
dying condition. That's
Thank God.
excellent.
Don't get wounded.
Yeah, so
I love that.
Yeah, I'm imagining that like as you do this, you see his whole rib cage has been melted through, and you can see his heart beating in his chest as you cast this heal. Ugh. Ugh, scary.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
crazy.
And the way you described it was wild too.
Visceral.
But with my actions, I'm going to run to Tobias because I have to touch him for this spell. I'm going to cast Death Ward on Tobias. So he has a +4 to death saves and negative effects. And he gains negative resistance 10, and it suppresses the doomed condition.
That's amazing. Firstly, secondly, is that for Tobias or Tobit?
You said protect Tobias.
Yeah, well, Tobit is the one that's at 0 HP. He stabilized himself after the critical strike. I just want to confirm.
I'm coming back for Tobit.
I'm sorry. No,
Back for
you're right. No, you're right. I did say protect Tobias from Koromot's breath. I just wanted to confirm if that was on Tobias or Tobit.
It's on Tobias.
Okay.
I'm coming for Tobit next.
Okay.
I only have so many things.
So you save Dragon, you run over, and you preemptively save Tobias, who is just like with this massive tidal wave. It's against his back now as he's pushing with all of his might with his legs against the sand, his feet shifting in the dirt as you ward him against
And
death.
This lasts 10 minutes, by the way.
Oh, so we got all day. Kylie. Shonibus, what are you gonna do?
Okay. So I see this whole thing. Dragon's on the floor, but he's fine. He's breathing still. Tobit is struggling. Tobias just got saved by Alona. Do I have? Okay, we're just gonna do it. Okay. I am going to aim for Arbod's hand, the one that does that real scary thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not good.
Hold the hip.
Stop.
Nat 20?
Was
That's a nat 20, which makes it a 42.
Let's go! That's a fucking crit! Yes!
That's
Oh my
wild.
God.
Beautiful.
Holy mother of God. Critical. That's a lot of dice. That's 73 points of damage.
Okay, 73 points of damage. I'm gonna say, because he was engaged with Tobit, he's flanked at this point. Do you want to add that D6 for your flat? Yeah.
Yeah, I do. What did I say? 76?
70, I think you're at 71, but I'll say 76, why not? And then add the D6 and double the D6.
That means it's going to be 77. I rolled a 1.
Okay. So, that was a powerful hit. You did 78 damage. He was at this interesting middle way point, and as you put this arrow out into the universe, you have put him beyond bloodied. Very far beyond bloodied. You hit him in the hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
As the arrow smacks in the back of his hand, you can hear the popping and breaking of bone as his whole arm gets broken out of its socket, and he screams in pain. Oh, looks like we lost Sam.
She
Hopefully
messaged in the group chat saying her Wi-Fi just went out.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Well, while we're waiting for her, I'll be right back, and if we can pop her back in, we will, but mind waiting a few minutes? We got 2 actions left, Shonibus. Think about them carefully. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no pressure.
Okay, so now that he's gone, I was thinking my original idea was to hit this man in the Achilles heel so he couldn't run.
Right.
Just period.
Mmm.
Still thinking that because if he gets caught in Cormant's breath, Do you think he can like survive that? Do you think he has some kind of immunity to that?
I feel like if there's anyone who's could,
It'd be
it
him.
would be him.
Yeah.
Right?
I
That's
think
why I
he-
was like, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I mean, you still don't want to get hit with nature perversed in that way, probably, right? So
I mean, what you could do is chop off a foot.
Chop off all of the things. He melted my chest.
True.
I kind of liked that.
He did threaten to cut off all of your limbs. So, I mean, we could just cut off more of his, and then, you know,
Chop his limbs into little pieces.
so they never come back.
yeah, what? I wonder what his reaction is to seeing you get up from that, because that would be terrifying too. Just
Cracks neck.
Listen. That's the power of the vital beacon!
Yeah, no,
Really?
that's very good.
Yo, I just want our audience to know how fast you said that you cast that before this fight started in the green room. You were like,
I cast it.
I never want to be stuck in a position again where I'm like, I should have cast. But those are all of my
kills.
level 5 spells. So
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
no, Vital Beacon is a level 4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's good.
Yo, I don't know what to do for these last two actions.
Stab him in the foot. In the kidney!
Ooh, that'd be
Ooh,
rough.
ooh, yeah, pin him. Yeah, just do the pin thing. Just
Ooh,
try to
can you
get him
pin
there.
Shoot an arrow into his spine.
In his-
I was thinking to go like right at like whatever fucking vertebrae
Neck he
this
has.
is, where it
Yeah.
connects your neck.
Oh, you mean make him paralyzed?
I want.
Damn.
Do worm
Is
kids
that- is
work
that
like
right?
that?
I
Do
mean-
worm kids work like that.
I mean,
don't know.
realistically, I was gonna chop his head off. So I mean, that's not.
I mean, but he also
Worms.
grew back his arm.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I mean,
Sammy says pierce his ears.
Oh, I don't know. I was gonna have Beatrice fly in and save y'all.
Oh.
There she is.
That's how I was gonna get Tobias. Oh, he's back. Stop talking about it.
Do you want Tobias and Tobit?
no.
Nothing. No.
What? What?
We were
Just said
talking
that's
about the
right.
beautiful.
Oh,
the-
Sam is back.
Sam's back.
Yes.
Yes. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
I fixed.
Oh my gosh.
Was it the adverse weather in LA that took
I-
out your Wi-Fi?
I think so. It's so windy out. It's so crazy. All right, what I miss?
We were just
Um,
talking about fun times to be
yeah,
had.
fast times at Coracos High.
Oh my god.
Or goes
Coramat
high.
High. Yeah, nothing. Kylie, you should finish your turn.
Yeah, what are the other two actions, Kylie?
I want to hit him again, but I'm gonna use my ring, so I don't take no penalties, because those
Alright.
kind of
Penalties.
Well, you'll still take the
Penalty.
penalties, but you get to roll twice and take the higher of the two, so that's pretty dope.
True. True. Should I roll once digitally and one physically? Maybe. We'll see. I want to aim at his spine. If I hit, I will know you where specifically.
Okay.
Yeah, yeet. Okay. Yeah, yeet. Okay. That's a 34 to hit.
That hits.
I want to aim at this little vertebrae that connects your neck to your back.
The
that
cervical
bone right there.
vertebrae.
That's what it's called. Yes.
The-
Smart
Randy gets a hero
person,
point
you.
for
It
knowing
wasn't me. It was
anatomy.
Reef Psyche.
Reef Psyche.
It was Reef
Oh.
Psyche.
Oh, that checks
Another
out.
hero
That
point for
checks
Reef
out.
Psyche.
He gets all of them.
I'm gonna give that to Randy vis-a-vis Rip Psyche.
That makes me happy. Thanks, Reef.
Take one for the team.
He's still flanked, yeah?
He is still flanked. Mhm.
Hell yeah, he is. That's 33 damage.
33 damage. Okay.
That's pretty good.
To the spine.
To the spine.
I want to try to paralyze this man.
hardcore.
He tried to like literally chop off all of Dragon's limbs.
He
I mean, yeah.
threatened to. He didn't try quite yet, but he did melt my chest quite a bit.
He did murder you.
Yeah, he
Almost.
He did do a murder.
Like you
Did
were
do the
dying.
murder.
did. I was.
We just got magic powers here.
Yeah.
Tell me the tale, Shionibus.
Yes!
Oh,
Oh my god. Tay. Everything's happening so fast. And she's watching Dragon like breathe back to life after having his chest melted. And she looks back over and all of a sudden sees Tobit like on this man's sword. Like being like, haha, slap. Just kidding. And her mind is going hundreds of miles a minute. And she takes a deep breath to center herself and does a quick prayer up to Anubis, or down to Anubis. And says, "O Great One, guide my arrows to pierce my enemies," and releases the arrow.
Arrow flies. It hits its target with scalpel-like precision. It buries deep, so deep you can hear the loud thud of the arrow against his scaly neck. Sidney, Alona, as she's beside Tobias, in between Tobias and Tobit, you can see Arbad raising his sword, ready to just cut Tobit in half. Just, how dare you survive me? And then suddenly, out of his dragon's mouth, you see an arrow puncturing through. As this happens, one eye kind of begins to roll back in his head as the other one starts to kind of twitter off. He drops his sword, drops to one knee, and falls over dead. You have killed, without a question, without a shadow of a doubt, the brother of Tanin, of the 5 Wormkin brothers, the corrupted one, Arbad. Now, as this happens, Tobias is laughing and screaming as he is still trying to one-man army push a tidal wave almost 1,000 feet high back out to sea. His hands are glowing. His whole body is glowing. Tobit is at wounded 1, 0 HP. If anyone hits him, he's going to be a dying 3, possibly dying 4. Sam and Dragon, you are the only 2 left before this turn is over. What are you going to do before Karamat's breath tries to kill you all?
Is it me right now?
It is Sam. Yes.
Okay. Ichi looks at this chaos happening, and sees Kormat rearing up. So I get a sense of what he's about to do. It's his like breath attack.
You can see through the tidal wave this green bubbling, like piercing, almost like a torch burning through steel plate. It's this piercing light.
Okay. Ichi looks down at her maul and I don't know if Smash can fix it this time. But I there's an angel in here. Maybe you can help me out a little bit. And PJ, if you're interested, I do have that extra hero point. If I could cash that in to convince this angel to do something a little funky to a feat I have a feat. As written, this feat isn't gonna help much. But I have an angel in my weapon.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Why don't you tell me what the feat is? I'll probably say yes, but I'd like some context first.
So the feat is Spirit's Interference, and it lets me call forth spirits to ward off ranged attacks. So basically, the spirit folks, and basically it gives you a DC check that the attacker has to make to like get through the spirit force. And rolls as written, it's a very low DC check.
Okay.
But who knows? What's some angel power?
Okay. I'll tell you what. What's the DC? Is it 5?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do is you can cash in all your hero points, and I will make Koromat have disadvantage effectively. Roll twice and take the lower of the two for this flat DC 5 check.
Yeah, because it's flat, so that's no bonuses.
Okay. So this will be your full turn, just all 3 actions, all hero points. Let's go. You good for that?
Yeah. So Ichi looks down at the mall and she's like, all right, I know it's weird, probably weird for you to be in here, Angel, but I got these other guys with me all the time too, so maybe you can help them out. And she takes the mall and she just smashes it into the ground. And you see that spirit energy that surrounds her when she rages just kind of swell up from under the mall up into the air. And I mean, I assume Shionibus could see the spirits 100%. But I think maybe during this point in time, everyone might be able to see them a little bit more than normal, raging out towards where Tobias is. And we're gonna roll. I'm rolling. It's rolling.
It's me. It's my roll.
It's your rolling.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's me. Hi.
So
I'm the GM and it's me. Okay.
He's the problem.
I'm all the problems, baby.
Are you rolling
Anyway.
now, or should I take my turn first?
Oh, no.
Okay.
You raise your hammer high. It begins to glow with that platinum light. The light of goodness, of hope, of lines in the sand that tells the evil shadows of this world, no, you move, and no more from this point, and you slam it into the ground. The ground cracks, bursting through it as if leaping from the realm of a million lives and deaths itself are the ghosts of the great masked wrestlers of Osmakon. They are ready for Armageddon. They have been since the day they made their choice beyond death. They are immortal now as they ever were. And leading the charge, Ranadiero, the Iron Frog of Justice. And he is running with passion that he always lived his life with thousands of your cousins, sisters, brothers, family members, warriors from the plains of lightning and thunder to the great Aztec dragon of the temple. They are fleeing, they are running, they are charging towards this tidal wave. As they run, they slam their body into the tidal wave, and you see everyone else, whether you can see the spirits or not, you do see a massive wall of water step on its back heel. And Tobias starts to laugh. He's lighter. And all of them start to push this tidal wave back into the sea. As this happens, Sam, you see your uncle take a step back, pound his chest. He gives his battle cry, Viva la raza! As they run back in, the breath of Kormot begins to pierce the veil of water. This green fire starts to ripple in the sea, burn, smoke rising to the sky. As 1,000 saints, soldiers, spirits, and beloved warriors jump into the way, their bodies colliding with fire and powers primordial. They are holding back not just the tidal wave, but the very breath of a god. He rolled a 3. No death comes this day, as the dead say, no more. No, you move.
And that time.
The timing is so
How do you
good.
do that?
So good.
And with that, the tidal wave proceeds to shrink as Tobias is screaming, crying, laughing. His knees are shaking as he's literally holding back a tidal wave, moving out to sea. And the waters shrink and calm and gently fall. And they're standing on the water. You had but one job. You couldn't do it for 5,000 years. You couldn't do it for 10. I thought you would one, but no, you couldn't do it. Could you? My father loved you, but you all. What are you? What are you? No. Old adage is right, isn't it? My brother was right. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. Fine. I will see you in the world of the dead. Before I go, one last parting gift. The massive snake shrinks back to a green form. Kormat is now walking onto the sea, from the sea onto the coast. Tobias is heavily panting, his arms down by his side. He's sweating, just heaving. Kormat lifts a hand. Green drips from his hand like ichor, like syrup. Places it on Tobias's head. Good boy. Everyone, you have one action. Save Tobias from the hand of Kormat.
Okay, so he's protected against doom. He's got a +4 for death save.
I easy choice. I take my staff and start like flipping it around. I'm going to use my attack with the angel spirit to hit him off of Tobias as hard as I can.
Okay, your choice. It can be like a roll to hit or an athletics check. Your choice.
Let me get 1 second. Which of those is better? I am not a fighter. I'm gonna go with the athletics check. All right. Okay. 32.
Tell me the tale, Randy.
Okay. Holy shit. So as soon as his hand starts glowing with that green ichor and he starts placing it on Tobias, there's just a moment where Lothar just goes, "Oh hell no," and he starts flipping that staff in a way that you've not seen him. He's not a martial artist, but he in that moment just all of his anger and frustration, all of the fear that he's had against this creature, and he just rips it against his like godlike form, and it just like cracks part of his visage as his hand is yanked away and he flies away into the air. Yeah.
As this staff lands, cracks across his cheek like a baseball bat, and you all can hear like a Dodger Stadium when the bat hits the ball and you know it's a home run. That wooden snap, and his body flails. As he does, he spirals out to the sea. Alona, Dragon, you've seen this before. Anyone who's been in Dragon's Grave, you might have seen this, who knows. But as you crack him, you start seeing pieces fall from him like a fleshy Jenga tower. One by one, his body deteriorates, breaks, batters, shatters, gone. And green energy, piece by piece, is pulled from him, collected, and sent away. You can hear his voice. No, 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 no. Fine, shoot the damn boy. I'll kill him by the soul well. You have not won. I will return. After all, it's a promise. And he fades back to the soul well from which his soul resides. Heroes of tomorrow, those standing on the edge of legend, present you with a miracle. You've won the day. Congratulations.
Ha! That was awesome.
Damn.
Tobias is just, yeah, and fuck your green face too, you slimy bastard. And he falls into the sand, just exhausted from literally shoulder pressing a tsunami. And with that, you all hear the voice in your weapons, in your person of the angel. Well, congratulations. That step is done. And Tobias just laughs. Yeah, it is. And the angel says, now all you need is a moment in Vigil. Piss off, Vigil. I'm exhausted. I'll Vigil tomorrow night. Oh, my goodness. And he collapses into the sand.
I think as this is happening and the dust is settling, you would see Ichi kind of looking off to the side into, nothingness. But Shionibus would see probably like the fading light of her uncle, and she's gonna say, "Thanks to you."
Tito just kind of puts a big hand on your shoulder, and he just says, "Meh, de nada." And he just jumps back into the hole in the ground that you made with your hammer, and all the other warriors just kind of and join him.
He's so good at jumping.
Lothier, crouches to the ground and starts just letting his hands be enveloped in the mud. And he just begins to laugh. And the reason is, as he does, he says, I've never been more happy to see this stupid mud as I am right now. And there's just he thought it was all over when they saw that giant tidal wave. And he just stares at the land, and then as he's doing that, he's laughing for a second, and then he stops stone cold. And then he goes, wait, one of them said something about there being a last vestige of mud druids here, and that he would wipe it off the face of the earth. Here. He was very clear about that. And he takes out his map and he just starts circling this part of Brack, a place that he never thought to look. He goes, I know we don't have time for it right now, but we got to come back here. I got to tell Redbird. And that's his moment.
What Dragon is doing is you see him go up and he's dragging Tobias out of the water out of the ocean as the water's starting to come back. And he drags him onto shore and then turns around and you still see the melted flesh and his open chest with his heart beating. He looks to all of you, smiles, and then you see his eyes roll back into his head and he just collapses backwards.
Ooh. Can we get Morel on that?
Yeah, I'm tapped out on healing, Brett.
Yeah. Morel will about to start and he goes, "Oh wait, no, I'm the dad. I'm the father." And Tobias is like, "All right, hold on, then let me get out of the mud." And he gets up and he grabs his dad and he starts like, and eventually all of them come together and Morel just kind of puts his hands together, puts them on both, lay on hands. You both receive 24 healing, 24 HP, as Morel does lay on hands.
Beautiful. We need to get to shore before the tide comes in real fast.
Oh, right. All right. Yeah, I do whatever needs to be done to help.
I'm gonna go over to Shionibus. As we're walking in, I'm imagining like we're all walking back to shore, and then the water is slowly coming back, and we're like kind of like trudging through a little bit of water as we come back to Brack. And Alona's gonna look at Shionibus and go, "That was one hell of a shot."
Yeah. I don't even know what happened. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I kind of blanked out and I kind of let go, or I blinked for a really long time and then he just fell backwards.
Yeah. There's something.
You're okay though, yeah?
Huh?
You're okay though, yeah?
Oh, I'm
Like, you're
fine.
good? Okay.
I'm fine. I'm not like Dragon. Luna looks at Dragon. I sustained no damage whatsoever. But all of you, Lothier, Ichi, Dragon, you were all brilliant. And she's gonna put her arm around your shoulder as we walk back into town, which is kind of impossible because you're like 6 feet tall.
I was gonna say you're like up here.
She saw in a movie, maybe. In the movies that don't exist in this world.
Read it in a book somewhere.
And then she goes like this, like at the end of the breakfast.
We jump and it freezes.
Just a fist punch. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna heal more people when we get back to the beach. We gotta get back to the island.
All
I
right.
feel like I'm dragging Tobit along with me.
I'll help carry Tobit. I don't want him to drag. He literally helped hold back that tidal wave in my homeland. He's a hero to me.
All right. So you're carrying the bodies back to shore, away from the ocean. The water does gently calm down. You can feel the presence of Half in the sea as he's now wresting control of the waters again and having it gently push back to where it's supposed to be.
Wait, can I say one thing? I want to adhere one thing. Instead of carrying him back, I put him on my shield, my mud shield, which specifically floats and is meant for this. So it's easier to move him around.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, the Brack warriors have a special wood they have that's very spongy and porous, and it's like just a natural wood that absorbs a bunch of water. And so like it's really good for this kind of stuff. You put him on and he's just on this thing going, it's like I'm riding on a raft. This is great.
Sam lost her internet again.
Oh no. Man, it is
It is insanely
It's brutal
windy.
out there.
mm-hmm.
Like crazy. You know what's funny about LA? We say things about weather in LA. I'm so far away from Sam. We're all so far apart. Anyway,
Yeah, but like it's one of those things that like weather is all consuming, right? And yeah, California is just a pockets of it.
oh,
but
Reap
it
Psyche, asked a really important question. What's happening with our body?
Yeah, we're cutting off his head and we're taking
Oh,
his body.
speaking-
Yeah. Speaking of, I literally just messaged Kylie and be like, "Is this okay if I do this?" So after getting the extra healing,
And
Drake,
with your heart open.
yeah, with
Is
his
it
heart,
close?
like it's healed a little bit more now, but he stands up and walks over to the body of Arbod, and he like looks to Chianobus and like gives you the nod, like it's the nice fucking shot, and brings his blade up and with all the might he can muster brings it down on Arbod's neck.
Okay. This is just a point of, I guess, pedantic mechanics at this point, but please give me a roll to hit.
Okay,
He's flat-footed, and basically this is a coup de grace, but I'm just curious.
32.
Yeah. One strike. Bah! You're able to separate the two parts in question. Hello, Sam.
I wasn't expecting that to come back. I was trying to set my phone up, but hello.
And my brain just forgot who was the gravekeeper.
Are we off air?
Duskwalker. That
We're live.
what was the name?
Oh.
Of, yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
the one,
Yeah.
the wormkin that had been
Exactly.
guarding the grave.
that he killed. I just forgot their name.
You're
Midori.
talking Mitori, yeah.
Mitori. Yeah. So he literally looks down at the body and is just like, "That's for Kel and Mitori," and then just like haphazardly tosses his head away from the body and walks back to shore.
I
I'm
don't
going
trust.
to loot the body.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that head and like drag, like take it with us, because the last time we left body parts, he came back. So
Fair. That's
The
fair.
big brain thinking right there.
Does Arbot have any gear on him or like something like a key? I don't know. We
That's-
check
that's-
body for things.
That's a great question.
We
Okay.
check body for things.
Randy, Lothier has the head of Arbod.
yeah,
I mean, his hand was turned into a weapon. Who knows what his face?
I'm giving the head to, or I want to try to take it to Dragon's Grave so that they can bury their wormkin brother. As evil as that dude is, like his brothers can decide what they want to do with him. We've already got his hand for a weapon.
Fair.
Do you want to throw it in my bag of holding where we have all the other cursed items?
I mean, yes, but before we do that, can I like put some herbs and stuff on it so it like
Doesn't
decays slower? Yeah.
Oh, you don't have a rotting head inside my bag.
Don't want to stink up your bag of holding.
Yeah, is there like a preservation spell or something?
There is. I can't remember, but there's definitely a divine spell that clerics can use that lets them maintain a corpse. I forgot what it is. I think it's gentle repose.
Oh, wait, I can do that if I have some time to switch spells, but I don't.
We'll do it tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. One day won't be too bad.
So you're looking around Arbod's body for his gear, for his loot, I should say. You find two things. Because he's a wormkin, his body is basically his armor, so he doesn't really wear armor. But you find two things. You find the sword that he used to kill Tobit, almost. The +2 greater striking, conductive, energizing dragon chopper.
What? Good
Yeah.
Lord, that's a mouthful.
Wow.
Well, okay, so
great.
it is a +2 greater striking, conductive, energizing weapon called the dragon chopper.
A dragon chopper.
It is an agile, finesse, sweep, parry 2, one-handed weapon that has some very fun runes for a magus. Or anyone who wants to play with the elements of magic, if you want to have a melee weapon that can absorb and deal extra elemental damage. And you also find on his being a book. A small, impossibly aged book. This book is easily 30,000 years old. This book is the magical study and memoir of the Five Wormkins, penned by Arbad at the foot of Azamat. This is not only a historical book that talks about the forgotten era, the time no one is allowed to remember before the Great Sealing, but this is also the book that has all of his magical studies, including Arbad's spell list, his grand total spell list, and the ability for any magus, should they want to, or any warrior, should they want to try and dabble, the hybrid study of the Laughing Shadow.
Oh boy.
This book predates most nations.
Please
I mean,
let
someone's gonna read that book.
Yes, please let
I'm
Dragon know
talking
about
to
this.
Alona.
Let Dragon know about
Like-
this so he can take a gander.
No, I'm just kidding. Of course.
As Alona takes it, I go, when you're done, can I also look?
We're all gonna pass around this really old book, but before we do that, we need to lay down some ground rules, okay? This is a 3,000-year-old book. Nobody's touching this shit without gloves. It's not gonna
30,000.
see sunlight. What?
It's a 30,000-year-old book.
30,000.
It's an old fucking book. No one's touching it without gloves. It doesn't touch sunlight.
I'm down.
You are taking care of it.
Yes,
Don't
Mom.
listen to-
What?
Oh. Oh. Yes, actually, yes. For this one thing.
For
I want to see you
books?
reading it during dinner where you're also eating food.
Ah, but that's my favorite place to read books. At the dinner table.
No. Awesome. Yes, we take this book. This book is taken.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have the magical book from Arbad. If you want to, I can tell you the spells now, or I can do that later.
How about you just send that to us? Because it sounds like a lot of spells.
I mean, it's Magus. It has some spells, but we can deal with that later.
Just a few.
Just a
Just a
few.
handful.
Dragon wants to borrow.
Now, I will put this into context. If you want to learn the Laughing Shadow, you can. However, it does denote his fighting style of only one-handed sword. If you wish to transfer over to this, you will lose the ability to have the indomitable steel that you have with the big two-handed sword.
Oh, he's not going to change. He just wants to look at Arbot's spell list.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
Not as cool of a magus as I am.
I'm the
Let me
edgy
see these
Magus.
spells.
I want to train Lothair to be a magus and give him that sword. It's like, look, we can do this.
Can you multi-class as Magus and Druid?
Yeah, you could.
Totally good. Totally good.
Oh shit.
Damn.
We're all gonna be Magus!
Yeah.
Oops, old Magus campaign. Just when you thought it was broken, we broke the broken.
You
That would be... No, that would be terrifying. Can you imagine turning into some creature like an ape that can also do magic or something? I don't know.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
sounds terrifying.
And then as
Like-
you punch, you can do a spell through your fist.
Or like you're an archer who can shoot long range arrows and spell strike.
Be pretty cool.
There's a hybrid.
Or
dude.
you're a
Right, multi-classing.
barbarian who also wrestles people.
Oh, wait, I got one. Or you're a pacifist that punches the shit out of people and then they die.
No, she,
about that one?
but she's already doing that.
Oh,
Like we shouldn't need anything extra for that.
Ridiculous.
sorry.
No, that was great. All that was beautiful. No notes. But there is some extra time left. If there's any other business you want to take care of in Brack, we can absolutely start that now, or we can try to basically hurry Tobias off that vigil that he's now supposed to do, that he just committed a miracle.
How about let's do
Tobias,
this?
we're bored. Hurry up.
Dragon wants to know if the machines from New Jack City ever showed up.
Wow, New Jack shitty.
No,
New
New
Jack
Jack City. It's hard to talk with both headphones on.
Yeah, so you walk back into the city feeling 1,000 pounds lighter, and in case of Tobias, it's literally 1,000 pounds lighter. He walked back deep into Brack. The roads, instead of most places, which would be stones cut and hewn and laid side by side, or even just dirt pounded by hammers and made into very specific pathways, you now see a series of the same wooden substance that Lothir's shield is made out of, laid in very intricate planks. And these function as the roads of Brack, as most of the land is still very soft and muddy, but these wooden panels kind of keep you above mud. Eventually, you're able to get into the thick of it, and Tobias finds a place to go be alone deeper into the woods, where the smoke and the oxygen pluming off the trees is like almost like a campfire. And the rain begins again. The rain slowly comes back and begins to pummel Brack once more. Tobias goes off to the woods to have a vigil alone. You finally do see eventually kind of like
We kind of did
Hey
the
guys.
We're
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
yeah.
I just checked.
The internet went out here. We're back on
Oh.
now, but
Okay.
I didn't catch any of that either. So
All right. Go ahead, PJ, again.
That's all right. So as you get into the city, Tobias goes off in the beautiful, vibrant evergreens that are just erupting in smoke from oxygen pouring out. He goes off to have a vigil. 6'1" woman wearing wooden armor, carrying a big wooden shield, and almost like a sharpened wooden shovel, comes running in, and she says, "Hi, are you the folks that I was gonna help with a bandit?"
Oh, howdy. Thanks for coming. We're really thankful, but I'm pretty sure that we have the situation handled, and we no longer need your expertise.
Oh, that's fine.
Hi.
I'm just glad you're all safe and okay. I mean, the bandits out here can be, they can be a mite persnickety.
Oh, I bet. And I mean, just look at you. I'm sure they just quake with fear whenever they see you around.
Well, they call me the Scarecrow for a reason. When little thieving magpies come around, I shoo them off.
I love it. I love it. I was wondering, and he kind of looks around. What are those markings you have on your war paint? Like I've not seen that, and I'm from the north part of Brack, and it was a little surprising.
Oh, you mean the mud streaks? I'm like, it's just the darndest thing. I can't seem to get them off. Every time I clean them off, and the mud comes back. Like they're just always there.
Hey, I got the same. He rubs his nose, and then the same thing happens. He goes, "Oh, it's kind of like this, except yours looks way cooler than mine. Mine just makes me look dirty."
No, yours looks great. No, I mean, besides, look, mud is as mud does. I don't give a damn. It's on my face. It's gonna be there. Might as well love it.
I love it. I was wondering if you knew anyone in the area, because Tobias is off doing his vigil thing. You wouldn't happen to know anyone who's particularly astute with the nature magic around here in these parts, do you?
Nature magic. What? You know, I heard a rumor. Because, like, this wooden armor, there's only one, and it's been passed down for, like, hundreds of years, right?
Mine too.
Well, no damn. Okay. She plunges the shovel into the ground, drops the shield, kind of. You can tell the armor is one size fits all, and as a 6'+ woman, this is not easy. But she gets it off, and she turns it around, and you see etched on the backside of the wood, druidic runes carved into it. And she's like, "You mean like these folk? Because every scarecrow, every sentinel, like they get his armor. They say some old nature magical whatever's like they made this, so that's why it can last for so long."
And he's never put that together. Like, for some reason, that clicked. And he sort of looks, "Do you mind if I get a closer look at it?" And I want to try to read the druidic runes on there and see what it says.
Looking on the back, reading the Druidic, you're seeing runes of preservation, enervation, restoration. You're seeing all these like basically words and concepts, and then underneath that, like a second row, it says, because the pact broke, the ground will fail, and we must stand somewhere tall.
All right. I know this is gonna be a little bit weird because I know the land a little bit around here, but where would you say the tallest place in these parts is?
Tall? No offense, Mr. Blake. You're getting your angles wrong. Ain't nothing tall in Brack. You gotta go low.
All right. Well, where would that be? The lowest point then?
Lowest point? Well, I guess that'd be the Den. Yeah, if you go further north, eventually you're gonna find a place called the Den. It's like it looks like a little oh, y'all know where like halflings live sometimes, giant doors in the middle of small yeah, it's like one of those. You open it up and you go deep down inside. That's the lowest point I know of. Huge underground place.
Okay. Well, thank you. Mighty helpful. And he just kind of smiles and looks at the rest of the group, knowing that he's taken so much time to ask these questions.
All right. Anyone else have any other business before the Sentinel, aka the Scarecrow, who shoos away the magpies, goes back to their business in Brack?
No.
Okay. Well, about a couple hours pass. 2, 3, 4, just time passes. And eventually, coming back from the woods, you see a very shaken and tear-stained cheeks. You're ready and complete. Now, as far as the prophecy is concerned, Tobias, vigil is complete. All 3 stages are done. And this is where we are going to end Edge of Legend Season 2, Episode 49. It has been a doozy, complete with amazing hurdles of internet and weather chicanery and amazing miracles bound from players. Let's say our goodnights and our goodbyes, starting with Wes. Wes, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hi, everybody. I'm Wes. You can find me on that sweet, sweet internet at Wes_IRL and all of the things. And that's, you can find me here and then on Gravehaven, which is on Q Times Friday nights. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Nice. And next up, we have Sidney. Sidney, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Sidney Rubino. You can find me all over the internet at Sidney Rubino. That's Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. When I'm not here with these amazing people, like Wes mentioned, I am on a show with Wes and Randy on Q Times called Gravehaven, and that goes live 7 p.m. PST on Twitch. That's a Southern Gothic campaign. Very fun. We have a great time over there. And I have more really exciting stuff coming up, but of course, as you all know, can't really talk about it yet. So follow me on socials if you want to hear more about it.
Well, next up, we got Sam. Sam, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, I'm Sam, and you can find me all over the internet at Hey Sam Sterling. And I don't think I have anything really coming up at the moment, which is good because I got a lot of stuff to do with my offline life. But check out TikTok because every now and then I get inspiration to make a joke, and then I make it, and it's a mistake every time.
No, it's not. They're real good jokes. They're so good.
Love them.
Love your jokes.
Thank you, Sidney.
Well, next up, we have Kylie. Kylie, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, you can, or I guess I'm Kylie or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. You can find me at Kai's Wonderful Life all over the internet, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that good stuff. I do have a couple of projects with some amazing people coming up, but I will let you know when I'm able to speak on them and whatnot. However, I will be gone for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to London, so replacing Sam's trip, and I'm going for a Vampire the Masquerade LARP set in the Italian Renaissance. So that's sure to be a ton of fun. I know, I'm super stoked. And I'm sure I will be taking all the pictures, and I'll post them, maybe. But you know, if you want to come along with me, feel free to. I'm sure they'll be all over my socials. But yeah, that's about it.
Hell yeah. Can't wait to see it. Well, last and certainly not least, we have a rare treat. Randy, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hi, everyone. Sorry. Randy Alvarenga here. You can find me on Twitter at RollerRaja. That's ROLLERRAJA to see some really cool stuff I'm doing. But all that aside, I just want to say one thing, which is that I woke up today and it's been kind of hard. I've had some family stuff going on, and I didn't think I was going to do the show. And then just like hopping in chat, seeing the community here, seeing my friends who I really care about, like having so much fun and telling this amazing story. I just was like, hey, I can't just be depressed all day. And I really needed it. So to everyone watching and everyone who's a part of this community, I just want to say it really matters, especially to me on a day like today. So thanks for coming out, and I love that your Legends right along with us. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Oh, that just leaves me. My name is PJ Megaw. You can find me all over the internet at pj.megaw, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And yeah, you can also find us same Nat time, same Nat channel next week here at Nat 20 Productions Official. You can also, again, go to Nat 20 Prods on YouTube. One quick announcement. This weekend, Saturday, March 4th, the Night Witches are flying once again to raise money for Planned Parenthood and celebrate National Women's History Month. Women's History Month. It's going to be this Saturday, March 4th, 2 to 7 p.m. We are raising money for Planned Parenthood. Please come and support and give what you can. We're going to be having Sidney and Aubrey from Gobbleton Gaze, Laura Tutu from Queen's Court, and many other places online, and Limbertra from, of course, many awesome places online. Please come and support the amazing cause. And there are just so many other projects. I'm doing a Cult Downfall over at Queen's Court Games. Just dropped some stuff on social media today. You can go check that out. And yeah, more stuff, including some amazing projects with some familiar faces you may see here. If and when I can tell you more about those. In the meantime, thank you all so much. And we got to figure out what our raid cry is going to be. What's it going to be? Do we figure one out?
I say we just start sticking with the same one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's a good one.
Yeah.
What was the one from last week?
We didn't have a show last week.
What was the one before that?
What up, Legends? That's what Mahooch and Shemp shouted.
Yeah, see that? I love that one.
I like that.
It's simple
I like that.
and it's
I like
cool
it.
and it has our name in it.
Yeah.
And also just I love Mahooch and Shemp Jenkins, so I think that's
too.
fitting.
Well, we are going to be rating the Hero Zone. They are currently playing Final Fantasy VII, so that's going to be exciting.
Ooh.
We're going to jump in and say, what's up, Legends? And of course, Taryn in the chat reminding me that the All Night Society, that's right. I believe the new podcast episode is coming out this Tuesday. Next Tuesday? Yeah, we'll see. But the All Night Society as well. Anyway, everyone, love you so much. Love everyone here in the chat as well as everyone on this screen. And we'll see you when we see you. Love you. Bye.